everyone. Welcome to Maximize Your Life with best-selling author, motivational speaker, teacher, trainer, and coach, Dr. Regina Banks-Hall. In this podcast episode, I am continuing to share passages from my chapter of the book entitled Second Chance Living, Out of the Darkness into the Light. My chapter was entitled, It is Time for You to Walk into Your Greatness. In the prior episode, I shared 7 steps that I believe are very needed for success. And I want to talk about those steps in this episode. Let's begin. The 7 steps I shared in the prior episode was that you must first take control over your life, become hopeful, create good habits, develop a positive relationship with yourself, find your passion, expand your network and build your relationships, and finally, number 7, visualize the future. In order to walk into your greatness, we must all begin the journey by taking control over our lives. We can take the first step when we accept the responsibility that we can alter our journey, even in the midst of adversity. Through my own personal journey, I noticed that people struggle to move ahead because they are afraid of their prior mistakes. They are also afraid of what other people will say about their new direction, progress, or the changes they are making. The important lesson in this example is to understand that everyone makes mistakes, and we are all works in progress, striving for perfection. Our goal is to learn from our mistakes and move forward. In addition, when you take control over your life, you set yourself free from the embarrassment associated with the mistakes and experiences of your past. This freedom is also associated with forgiveness, and it opens the door towards accepting the possibilities associated with your future. Another favorite scripture of mine states, God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. That's 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. As you take control over your life, address the fears you have about success. Know that you have the power within you to start over, and only you stand in the way of achieving success. Now, I want you to take a moment, and I want you to list some things that you believe are holding you back. And the reason why this is so important is we are approaching the end of 2023. And it's a great time to focus and think about what you want to achieve in 2024. And so it will be important for you to identify things, issues, people, relationships, items that are holding you back, because this is a great time to do a self-evaluation to determine, can I let go of some of these things so that I can move forward? The second step towards walking into your greatness is finding hope. Hope, by definition, promotes the desire for a positive outcome. Hope is an optimistic attitude because you can expect with confidence that your situation will improve and change. A key part of hope is associated with the belief that as individuals, we have the power to change our circumstances. When I became unemployed, I went through a phase of anger and depression. I began to challenge God because I believed I was doing everything the right way. So why was this happening to me? However, after evaluating myself, I realized there were still some areas for improvement. I also realized that God was in control of my life. And as long as I believed in Him and kept my faith, nothing could hold me back. I began to say to myself, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And that's Isaiah 54 and verse 17. Over time, my anger and depression improved. And I knew that it was time for me to move forward into my purpose. Leviticus 26 and 4 states, I will give you rain in due season, and the land shall yield her increase, and the trees of the field shall yield their fruit. In due season, it was beginning to rain, and the trees I planted began to yield their fruits. As I picked the fruit off the tree, I began to focus on the positive changes in my life, and negative thoughts began to disappear. Now, I want you to take a moment and list some items, people, areas within your life that provide hope for the future. The third step towards walking into your greatness requires you to create good habits. Creating good habits can benefit many areas of your life. Some good habits that I have currently implemented include daily exercise, reading, relaxation, watching my sugar intake, watching calorie intake. Some other great suggestions would be to save 10% of your income, learn to focus on being early and not just on time, and then finally, set aside time for spiritual growth. It is also important to create balance by spending quality time with family and friends. Every year, my husband and I take a trip to a little hideaway in northern Michigan. At this hideaway, we can play golf, we can walk along the pier, we can go fishing. This year, I want to learn how to ride a horse. The key that makes this trip so significant for us is that it allows us to spend quality time together, and this can relieve a lot of stress and tension. Finally, developing and maintaining a positive attitude can serve as the best medicine for walking into your greatness. Philippians 4 and 8 states, finally, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think on these things. The best habit is to select several positive actions and make them a part of your daily routine. Now, I want you to take a moment and to list some good habits that you currently possess, or think about good habits you would like to add to your daily routine. You've been listening to Maximize Your Life with best-selling author, motivational speaker, teacher, trainer, and coach, Dr. Regina Banks-Hall. Please tune in for episode number 3, where I conclude talking about the 7 steps designed to help you walk into your greatness.